As far as law and order is concerned, and as far as certainly the English Channel crisis, I bet you're hearing a lot of your constituents say, where's the Conservative Party in all of this?
Oh, Darren, you're completely correct. And I've spoken to Priti directly. I actually think Priti is doing the very best she can do, but there's two problems. Number one, she's got the Home Office establishment trying to drag her down. They're trying to derail what she's trying to do. She wants to get on with the job, but there's an establishment there that seems to want to trip her up. Secondly, we've got a thing called the Human Rights Act. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Wonderful piece of legislation that Mr. Blair brought in. Well, that stops us from doing so many things that we need to do to tackle this issue. So I've called for Boris to get rid of the human rights. Let's have a British Bill of Rights, which, of course, upholds human rights, but does it that suits the United Kingdom. We're not bound by the European courts, which is something that I think we need to try to extract ourselves from.
Speaking of, you were a proud Brexiteer, still are proud Brexiteer. But we've just seen Jacob Rees-Mogg made Brexit Opportunities Minister, he'll attend Cabinet. Why has it taken so long? Why now? You know, we're in 2022 now, the referendum was in 2016.
Yeah.
Why are we talking about exploiting the opportunities of Brexit now? What's taken them so long?
Darren, good question. I'll tell you what I think we should do. We should use the majority we've got to sit day and night to repeal bad laws, have a bonfire of legislation and regulations. I don't care if we sit all the way through the weekend, all night long. We should use the majority we've got. Boris needs to get this message. We've got a huge opportunity to do things. We need to be bold as a party and as a government. Brexit gives us magnificent opportunities to do wonderful things for our country. But we're not using that opportunity at the moment. If anyone can do it, I think it'll be Jacob. I'm really pleased he's got that job. But we have a majority. Let's make something of that.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. Now, the main issue, the main topic of the day, I'm sure you'll agree, is the Foreign Office actually warning that British nationals in Ukraine ought to actually come home whilst commercial flights are still available. Would you argue, actually, that all of these conversations that we've been having over the past week about Boris potentially drinking a bottle of Prosecco, or Boris having a slice of cake, or Boris doing this, Boris doing that, I'm so fed up of all of this. We should be talking about the fact that we're potentially seeing the very start of World War III, surely. That's more important than Bozza tucking in to a slice of cake.
I'm afraid that I've come to the conclusion that the people that are having a go at Boris because he had a bit of birthday cake, they've got an agenda, and I warn my colleagues in the parliamentary party to be careful of this. They've got an agenda to drag our Prime Minister out of number 10, and a lot of the people behind it are rabid Ramonas who cannot bear Boris because he did the right thing for our country, got us out of the European Union. They want to drag him down. So those people that voted for Brexit, be careful of attacking Boris. He's the one person that actually wants Brexit to work. And if they get him out of Downing Street and replace him with someone who might be softer, I think that we could finish up having a Brexit that we didn't vote for in 2019. We got a huge majority to get Brexit done properly. It's not finished yet, I have to say. Northern Ireland is unfinished business. That needs to be sorted quickly. We cannot let the people of Northern Ireland down, and we've done so over that. He needs to get that sorted out. But I have confidence that Boris will genuinely do this job. I'm afraid to say that Heseltine, you know, remember that man who dragged our greatest Prime Minister out of number 10 and ruined our party for many decades. He's again on manoeuvres. We know that he wants Boris out because he sees the opportunity of then undoing Brexit.